halfway decent.
Yeah, pretty much the stakes are getting up. The thing is, when I graduated high school, I didn't need that many credits to get out. But I noticed as time went on, some of the people that graduated high school maybe 3 or 4 years after me, they needed more credits to get out than I did. Mm-hmm. So the stakes for students to get out of high school now versus when I got out, it's higher. So they got to do more. I mean, in some cases, certain tests you don't pass, you don't even get your diploma. Despite
What? Are you serious?
Yeah, believe it or not, there are some tests that if you don't pass, this is not even ninth grade. We're talking about, that's not even your 18th year. This is a test you got to pass before you can get in high school. Certain tests, I found out, if you didn't pass those tests, you don't get your diploma.
I mean, it's understandable. Make the students accountable for themselves and not like blaming other people, because you got to be. Because at the end of the day, I didn't do so well out of high school. I think what was it? My average out of high school was like probably got C+ at best. Mm-hmm. That's not even good. That's below average.
You get a certificate of attendance, but you won't get your diploma.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah,
my attendance was pretty good until that one incident.
Yeah, that was what's that? It was a test they called a competency test. You took back in 8th grade. I think I remember that time. They said like if you don't pass this, you won't be able to get your high school diploma.
You know, now that's actually bringing it up. But at the end of the day, I learned that it was BS actually.
Yeah, it's weird, but
maybe now it's truthful. But when I was, I think it was between 6th and 8th grade. We had took one of those tests, and they told us that. And then, like, when I got to high school, I learned that test was BS, that you would have still been able to move on to high school and get your shit together. But maybe now
they probably enforcing
that. Yeah, because, things take a long time to become in full effect. So maybe they were like, we're introducing this, so you guys better do this, that, and third. And it probably had no, like, backup, no penalty, no enforcements to make it so. And now, how many years I've been in high school? Fucking 7. Oh my god, 7 years I've been in high school. Almost 10 years. They definitely should. If not by now, maybe by 2020. I guess 2020. It would definitely be like truthful at that point in time. If it's not now, it would definitely be in 2020.
Well, I've been out of high school for 16 years. Damn, I'm well over a decade and a half out. It's getting close to time for the 20-year reunion, which I ain't go to the 10-year one.
My 10 years in 3 years. Less than 3 years. This year's almost over.
And so also, like, most people that graduate, we in our 30s now. A lot of them got families and shit, but I look at how they doing, like, okay, y'all doing no different than what I seen what everybody else is doing. To me, it's very mediocre. I mean, it's like, to me, in my 30s, I see a lot of stuff that people do. It's like, it's very mediocre to me. Like, including people who maybe got good careers and own cars and houses, and I still see that as mediocre.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but again, it's in the eye of the beholder. So for me, that's why I said really like that, because I'm surprised. Like if you own your own home or paying a mortgage for your own home, your cars are paid off, whatever. So you're doing pretty great for me. Like, granted, even if you have to get up 5 or 6 days a week to maintain it, that's pretty good to me.
Okay. So personally, I'm going home to my 5-bedroom house, but I'm going home to my 2-bedroom apartment. And like, I got a 2-bedroom apartment. Hey, I still got shelter, don't I?
That's true.
I still got food to eat. I still ain't aggravated.
That's true. And then on top of it, you just got to depend on yourself and fend for yourself. You don't have to pay for kids and stuff like that. So
so it's not like I got a great big house and no family or nothing like that. If I had a family, I would need something like that. But I do in my position, I don't need that. So like I said, a lot of people in their 20s, people in the 20s, they feel like they got help and do this, or life gonna pass them by. And I know that because I felt that way too. That's why there've been plenty of days where I was just in my room playing video games. I'm playing a Castlevania game for PS2, while thinking about, gosh, man, what the hell I want to do in my life? I'm not even into the game. I'm just playing the game, knowing the game, but like, what the fuck I want to do in my life? I'm just like, I need to find out. Cause I'm sitting there, seeing people who I was at Kmart with at the time. Okay, they got that car. They went on and got with the college and stuff like that. I'm like, and I had to thinking, like, I know what I want to do. I just not sure about how to go about doing it. That was always thinking. My cousin, like, you always on the fence. It's like, it's like I know what I want, but I was like, every time I got out of high school, I always knew that I wanted. I just feel like I couldn't afford it.
I don't even necessarily think you're on a fence. You were just how do I say this correctly? You were frozen or mental jail
Yeah,
because you didn't know where, like, how to, or not even, what is a good, damn it, I don't even know, because Joe wouldn't even make any sense. What is it?
Just when I got out of high school, I wanted to go to college, but I knew I couldn't afford it. You know, stuff like so university, like UNC Chapel Hill, you know, and major in like computer science. I know I can't afford that. I'm like I have no funds to get there. It's not even just, you know, scholarship. I had no scholarship. I had no money saved up. Hell, I didn't even have no job if I could at least save up and get to that much. Get to that part. Even when I went to the local community college, I'm still would be in the same position. Like, okay, so where do I go from here? Because now I got an associate's degree I can't use in this town because there's nothing in this town for this.
Yeah, but that leads me up to the thing to go back to what we said about the younger generation than me. They're kind of doomed because, not doomed, but they're kind of worse off because they most definitely have to. And even me, still being my age, I still have to somehow get it, not somehow, but finish getting my degree or degrees to make me a better future. But but for the people that are literally fresh out of high school or even still in high school at this point in time, they are kind of doomed. But going to what you're saying, it's better for them because now they have technology at their fingertip to research, or even people more nowadays online, YouTube and stuff. Yeah, so still at their fingertips, basically, either online or in your face, telling you how to do this and a third, like step by step. Now, actually, in each of those steps, there are more steps than notes, but they give you the basic A. Like if you have a damn chart, there's like you have the bullet points. A, do this, whatever, and then there's going to be things in between in the A column which you got to figure out yourself. B, you got to figure out what's in B. C, you got to figure out what's in C. But at least you get the basics of each thing to do from your fingertips, from your cell phone, from the radio, still from TV. Computer, Skype, etc. Like you have all this stuff to do. So now they have a leg up on even though they have to definitely go to college to get a decent life. They have a leg up because they can even start looking at this crap from like elementary school, middle school, whatever. They can already look up this stuff anyway, and they have more and more people creating more and more content every day of how to get to such and such thing. And we already have sorry to keep interrupting you. We already have decades of people doing it before that. You don't even need to even get online to look that up. If you want to be a movie star, you can just watch, not necessarily just watch movies, but there's a lot of TV shows on like HBO, Showtime, showing certain things of how to do it. Again, you have to go physically there to fill out the blanks that's already in the bullet point of A and B or whatever, but you have that. And even if you go more in depth, go online. So, or a lawyer, all this other stuff like that. We already have the people before us and the people still right now who are doing it, or the people that are working towards it right now. Like, this is my journey to such and such and such. This is what I did so far. You should do this. This is what I'm going to do so far. I'll let you know if it works out or not.
Yeah, I mean, I just think maybe there should be some type of program, mandatory program in ninth grade for all students to actually, whatever career they feel they want to choose, they select it, and they should be allowed to go to the actual, like, on the job spot where they actually do the very thing that they want to do. In other words, give the student exposure to the real life thing of the career field they say they want to be in. Like, a person want to be in the medical field, they should have a program set up where they can allow them to actually go out there and actually see this is what the medical field really is.
Well, I mean, they do have internships for that in high school,
but it should be mandatory when they're in ninth grade, because I think a lot of students, you know, probably just like we were, you know, not want to go to school, not sure of how to go about doing things, or worse, some probably come out of school, they want to do something with their life but don't know what.
That part is the main thing. Me and you are the same with the how to proceed with the next thing, because we know we want to do our life, but we don't know how to. But the people that are worse off than us, not worse, but worse off than us, is the fact that the people that don't know at all what they want to do, not even how to do it, but don't even know what the hell they want to do.
Yeah, they just know they want to do something. They don't want to just mope around. They just have no idea what.
Yeah.
That's what ended up getting a lot of them stuck in like mediocre and low paying jobs, because they just don't know what to do, but they know they want to do something.
Yeah, and at the same time, like, it's a quick story. So when I was in high school, or before I even went to high school, my older siblings and cousins were already in high school, or middle school / high school at that point in time. And I asked them about it, and they're like, yeah, you can, especially like they call it fee night now, but I forgot what it used to be called. Anyway, we get to go in, pick your classes, whatever, and then go pay the money if it has to do with money to the classes, or go meet your teachers, whatever, beforehand. And in my head, I was like, oh man, so is it like college? In my head, I was just still like, oh, so it's like college, you get to pick whatever the heck you want, whatever class you want. And then when I finally got to that point in time, I was like, wait a second, I can only pick 2 classes that I want, and those 2 classes I only really want. Actually, before I got to high school, I was still in middle school. I was like, man, this is selection. I don't have that much selection. But by the time I got to high school, I was like, you know what? I actually want to take these 2 classes. But what was told to me when I was in high school was slightly different than what I expected in my head. But yeah, I agree with you. They should have like kind of demanding to go for internship. Not even necessarily an internship, just like shadowing somebody, just like a week of shadowing somebody.
Yeah, something like that.
And just the different variations of careers, like have like a like I guess like the aptitude test or something like that, and say, hey, so what do you want? And they have like a crapload of list of programs and things that you want to take, and if you test on like the aptitude test, whatever, and they're like, okay, you're good for this, that, and the third, whatever, and then they were like, hey, they should basically force you to go to these different things that you were selected to be really good at, and then also have like 1 or 2, maybe even 3 things that you actually want to do if you like, oh, I just want to try this out, and then you go like 1 week towards the end of the year, or the last like 3 months of I guess that's the end of the year of school, in each other of the week, whatever, and figure and like shadow a person or shadow whatever. Yeah. Granted, it's going to cost a lot of money, but
that should give a person good enough. Then after which, maybe a counselor or somebody should actually set out a roadmap for this child. What classes in high school they should take that will lead to the classes that will be considered equal, that will lead to certain classes they can take in college. In other words, give them a roadmap in high school, in college, instead of just give them okay, they go through school, they got all this stuff. The thing is, high school wastes a lot of students' time, truth be told. With all the stuff they learn in high school, it's a complete waste of their time.
Because it gets repeated in the early days of college. I know that.
Some of the stuff they teach in high school, the way I teach high school, it's okay if it was in middle school. But once you get in high school, you need to start thinking more like college level. You need to have a roadmap already. And that's what high school should be prepping. All 4 years of high school should be prepping for college. And giving them real world experience and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, because even when I was still in middle school, they were like, yeah, you got to get prepared for college and stuff like that. And I was like, okay. And I thought high school was going to be dumb hard. Like, oh my God, it's actually pre-college. But high school was still somewhat hard. I should have did a lot better, since I'm saying somewhat hard, because I wasn't really focused. But yeah, compared to what you think high school is going to be, it's just basically super middle school.
Basically.
In which, granted, I'm not going to say
college is damn near like super high school.
Basically, for the most part. Now, depending on
except for you got live on campus, you got fraternities and shit.
Basically, more money. So that's
you gotta pay out of your own pocket.
Yes.
Girls don't mind being thoughts.
Well, let's go into different conversation.
Come on, man. I've been around VCU campus a few times. I'm like, man, y'all females do know y'all easy. Y'all look easy. I don't wear easy.
Yeah.
I don't mind easy, young and easy.
But yeah, that, I mean, granted, like I said, it's going to cost some money, whatever. But if they're for the children of the future, or whatever, then spend extra money, or let it be take it out of the expense of the prom or some crap like that. Like, just like, hey guys, can you put an extra $50 per year into the bucket to have your kids go shadow a cop, shadow a nurse, shadow a garbage man. I mean, sanitation professional, radio DJ, a teacher.
Yeah, so they can see exactly what really happens in the field instead of just be having this image or what they think happened in the field. See, things they need to know how it really is instead of what they think it is.
Exactly, but at the same time, you can nowadays look all the stuff up online, but at the same time, it's not firsthand experience. Like, you can look up a teacher's salary easily. You can look up a sanitation professional's salary easily, NASCAR professional easily, etc., etc. But at the end of the day, you're not going through the day in, day out. And at the same time, even if you go a week straight, you shadow a person a week straight, you're not going to get everything, but at least you have a better understanding of what they do than before outside looking in, because it goes back to the very beginning of what we're talking about. We're from the